In 1976, a group of Christian students came together in Madison, Wisconsin, in the United States to encourage each other.
Many of us came from Nigeria or Africa as a whole. Some of us were lost in the societies. We needed to be able to model our Christian character in a foreign land.
Giving birth to an idea first proposed at the InterVarsity Urbana Conference 9 years earlier, in 1967. What began then as a small fellowship called the African Christian Students Fellowship has today, like a mustard seed, blossomed into an effective, credible, and successful international Christian organization. Building bridges across nations, groups, diverse organizations fostering unity, reconciliation, and understanding.
I'm a missionary in Zimbabwe, and the opportunities that afford ACF there would be so tremendous. The economy there is in need of many things. The educational system is in need of many things.
When I partner with ACF, that means that I bring something to the table that perhaps you're not as strong in. And you bring something to the table that perhaps I'm not as strong in. But then that automatically means change, and that means growth. If we're going to grow in it and we're going to move forward.
Will be recognized by the governments of Africa as collaborators for development and progress. And the third part will be implementation. Implementation would require funding.
Building a harmonious Christian family, spiritually, physically, socially, and emotionally.
I would have told the wife to hold him tight because of what was coming.
Tell you, don't take laws into your hand. Make sure that you hold to the man.
It is very easy to love a submissive wife, and it is equally very, very easy to submit to a loving husband.
Passing on the legacy of a sustainable African Christian fellowship.
Teaching our children is that they are unique. There is a reason that God allowed them to be born to parents of African descent. We're asking them and we're working with them, and many of them are beginning to accept that they are unique, they are different, they are on special assignment.
Pick me up, make me strong, when I'm my way, yeah, when it was wrong.
And actually, they have the both of the two worlds. They understand what it means to live in the United States and all its opportunities, but at the same time, they can incorporate the unique values from the African continent that have made many of us successful.
To me, the expectation is that the young adults will take on more and more as we move forward, because they have demonstrated to us this time that they can do it. It was never in doubt, but we needed to give them the opportunity to perform, and they did.
And reconnecting with Africa through life-changing missionary programs that benefit the spiritual, social, economic, and cultural well-being of the less privileged in the continent.
In fact, integrated missions are very effective. Go out and minister to the needs of the people in the day, and in the evenings preach the sermon. We can also have extended missions that may be there for like a full 3-month period or 6-month period.
For us here in ACF, as our people back home are also struggling, we can be that force. If we want to build a hospital, for example, if we want to build a water resource center, if we want to build a library.
We would use skills and services really to deliver these things, deliver infrastructure and services to our people.
With over 50 effective chapters across North America, ACF has become a premier organization specializing in African Christian missionary programs, interfaith dialogue, and much more. ACF is made up of African professionals all across North America who are networking, experiencing, growing, and sharing practical Christianity within a family, building on a solid foundation. The ACF Annual Conference, hosted by various chapters each year, is a memorable, powerful experience, an opportunity for Christian growth, empowerment, learning, and planning for a better future.
I've been to a lot of conferences, and each one's a different experience. I meet new people, I get to know everybody, and it's good to see everybody in 2 years because, you know, it's like excitement. And at the conference, it's really a blessing. For me, I'm always in the youth class because I'm only 17 years old, and it's still a blessing there. We learn how to deal with our lives. You know, growing up in America, it's kind of different, but temptations around no matter where you go, and we learn how to deal with those kind of things. We learn how to use Christ in our daily lives, and it's really just a blessing. I love going to class.
With a passion for efficacy and sustainability, ACF continues to seek out credible partners in various areas. For over a decade, from Uganda to the Republic of Benin, ACF has taken up the mantle, answering the call to reach out and give back to the less able. The workers are few and the vineyard is massive, but the rewards are indeed priceless. Your financial partnership with ACF marks a credible step towards taking a stand for your faith and your contribution to the betterment of all men. Join the ACF network today. Grow as a Christian. Share your knowledge and take up the opportunity to make real the call of Jesus Christ in your life. ACF, building bridges through a strong Christian fellowship.